Good morning, hello, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 14th of November. Now, I am here with my doggos, guys. Sorry, there is a little bit of snoring. I'll just give you a quick little look. There's Sophie and Sprocket having a little snoozy. You're saying hello to everybody, Sophie, are you, with your tail? Say hi, Sophie. Are you getting a morning greeting? Sprocket's snoring his head off. And Sophie's wearing her new lounge attire. It's like a camouflage print. It's so cute. I bought her some new outfits because, as you guys know, Sophie has to wear her rashies because of the grass allergies, and it's pretty hot here. But she's used to it. She puts them on each time she goes outside because she loves laying on the grass. Of course you do. When you've got a severe grass allergy, you're the dog that wants to lay on the grass. Go figure. Look, first off, thank you guys for always commenting and watching my channel. I know we can't comment on every video. I understand it. I do a daily video. But I'm happy, you guys, if you just like and also listen to my videos until the end. That helps me a lot because that helps my viewing average to go up as well. So scroll across, guys, if you're not going to watch the video. That also helps me a lot. Okay, a little bit of admin from down under. Looks like Sophie's too hot. She's gone down into the cool. All right, little bit of admin. Oh, we've had ANZ Bank. We talk a lot about the banks here, don't we, guys? Oh, cheers, everyone. I've got my coffee. Sophie's eating something in the corner. Sophie. Oh, my goodness. We've got the ANZ Bank, guys. Yes, one of the banks down under is, you know, they're coming out with how they're always making their billions and millions of profit. We know they are. And this is globally, all the banks pretty much, not just the ANZ. And there, I think it was the CEO or one of their higher up people. Yeah, they were saying and announcing that really owning a home now is only for the rich. Yep, that's what they said. Owning a home is only for the rich now. Well, we've been saying that for probably 4 years here, haven't we? Because we know what they're trying to knock out the middle class. So this is coming from the people in the banks. So that's not looking good for the future if they're making these kind of statements, is it? I thought that was kind of odd. And the other thing is, guys, we've got the protests going on. We know we have. They're just getting bigger and bigger every week, the Israel-Palestine protest. But now, yes, the school kids in Melbourne. Yes, Melbourne, the most locked down city in the world. Everything happens in Melbourne, Victoria. Interesting, isn't it? Well, now the school kids are going to have a protest around the Palestine events. They're going to protest in Melbourne on Thursday. So how that came about, I do not know. But anyway, now the school kids are getting into it. So I'm guessing this will become global as well. It won't just be in Melbourne, Australia. Honestly, I don't even know what is going on, guys. It's craziness. Oh, sorry. I just turned my daughter's Insta-chill. Oh, it's kind of nice. I was using it as a table. Oh, don't worry about me. I'm such a professional turnout. You know that I am. All right. Now, guys, don't forget I'm doing my guidance card readings. I'm doing 2 viewers every day at the end of each video. So I'm just going to let you guys know who I've already read because I've got tons of you to come. Don't worry, I'm not going to miss anyone. But just in case anybody missed their reading, their card pull, I've done Jen, Tarika Stokes, Ronnie B, Louise Hayden, Pamela Colley, Taffy, Martin, Amber, Chris, Nicole, Nalawaski. I'll say your name because I think I've got a few Nicoles. Danielle from Canada, Lillian Arts, Sue Skinner, Adam Day, Suzuki, Hello, Kat, John, and we've got 2 new ones today. So what I'm really just letting you guys know so you don't miss them. But also I just want to thank all you guys that I've already done for all your beautiful comments and feedback. It's great to get your feedback and, you know, hopefully it's a little bit of guidance that helps you through what can sometimes be a little bit challenging times. So we'll come back to the 2 new ones. I nearly read them out then. There'll be no surprise. All right, let's close my eyes, guys. We'll get started and we'll see what comes up. I'm getting from the guides that this is us, you guys watching my channel. Sorry about the snoring. So loud. We have a thirst for knowledge. We have this incredible thirst for knowledge. See, we want to expand and grow naturally. That's just who we are. We're people who like to learn, we like to grow, we like to prosper in our spiritual awakening. I'm just getting that for us. We have a thirst for knowledge. It's showing us, all of us, you guys watching my channel, because if you're here on my channel and you've landed here, you're awake. You've gone through your shift and your awakening process. It's showing us drinking. It's showing like a really healthy smoothie. You know how you make smoothies? But ours is full of information and books. We're drinking this knowledge. It's like we're feeding ourselves knowledge. That's what I'm getting. It's like a healthy smoothie. And we're seeking that out. We're seekers. We're seeking knowledge. We can't help ourselves. It's how we're wired. It's how we're made up. We seek knowledge and expansion in our spirituality and our personal growth. That's what I'm getting. Oh, I think we do. God, the whole house is nearly vibrating. He was really quiet snoring yesterday outside. Now today is really loud. Oh, he's still not 100% quiet. He's really improving a lot. His new health diet is really helping, but he's still not quite himself. But he'll get there. I just keep being positive. And thanks for your positive vibes, everybody, that you've been sending to Sprocket. It's really helping. And Sophie's like jumping out of her skin because she's on the health kick as well. She's doing circles. I'll leave a video on my Facebook page of her doing circles. It's so cute. She's like super active and crazy. It's good. Her energy's really up as well. Sorry, I digress as usual. All right, let's keep going. Oh, I'm getting the harbours and the ports. Here we go. Okay, well, we've been getting in Australia here this week that the cyber attack had shut down a lot of the importing and exporting of the ports, but this is becoming a global issue now. I think we're going to find this domino effect right around the world when it comes to the global ports. The elites are trying to get control of the ports. See, this could be the next part of the Clown World book that we often talk about, the Great Reset agenda that they're writing. We're getting new parts of the agenda coming out, and I do feel like the control of the ports could be one of these issues. The global elites, that is, getting control of the ports and what's coming into and out of countries. And I think we could all agree at the moment there's a lot of, and we've had a lot of it here, wheeling and dealing about the resources around all the different countries. We know everybody's trying to trade. We know they're all trying to get on the world stage with what they've got to offer. This is a big deal. So I do feel like this is becoming part of the clown show. Control, part of their controlling what's going in, controlling what's going out. This is part of their agenda. Hang on, let me see if I can get anything else around this. I feel like the ports are going to be monitored a lot more heavily. What's going in and what's going out. This is going to become like a controlled ratio. It's not just all going to be willy-nilly anymore. I do feel like the old, shutting down of the ports, and this is going to become global. We're all going to experience this. Means they can bring in their new systems, whatever they are. There's going to be these new systems. The guides are saying far greater control of these ports, the incoming goods and the outgoing goods. And this is globally. So this is definitely part, I would say, of the next chapter of the reset agenda. We're looking at the ports. Hey, thank you guys for telling me about the meteorite showers that I got yesterday. Someone was mentioning that was on Clown Planet. I'll have to go check that out. But they use these as excuses. We know that they do. They just make shit up. Honestly, it's completely mad what we're all going through, isn't it? I can't believe this stuff. They just lie over lie and keep putting the rugs over it, don't they, to cover everything up. All right. Oh, I'm getting more and more telephone hacking scandals now. There's going to be more and more. I think most of us here who own an iPhone, I know not all of you do, which is a very wise move, we're going to get more and more of these hacking scandals. I think for most of us, you couldn't say that you could go a day without some sort of dodgy link or something coming on your phone. And we pretty much know the minute you order something online, for example, Amazon or such the like, and there's a new one, is it Temu from China, very popular site, you almost get the old, oh, we can't get your package to you because we don't have enough information. Like, just tap on here, you know, and it all seems legitimate because you just happen to have ordered a package day before or 2 days before. So we know they coincide with a lot of these mobs and they sound very convincing. So warning to everybody, do not tap on any links on your phones particularly, or on anything really, but particularly on your phones. Social media as well. I'm very cautious of that, guys. That's why I don't tap on a lot of links. We all get so many. Like I said, everyone would probably get a couple on their phone each day. And I think as BS detectors, we've got older and wiser and we just scroll and skip past them or delete them off. You can usually tell when they're legitimate. They give you very little information on there, don't they? But I'm getting this hacking scandal is hacking on the phones is going to become bigger and bigger. And you think about an older person who lives on their own or something and has their phone. Like my mother, for example, would be a good example of this. She would start to panic if she saw things like that on her phone. Or she would probably press on it and open some crazy link. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that they know that they can grab a certain amount of people and just scam them out of money. It's not even hard. God, you see it on that. I say we've got that show Current Affair here every night that comes on about all the scandals and scams that people are up to. There's always someone trying to take someone to the cleaners, isn't there? And with the way that the economy is, more people are going to be creating their wonderful schemes to con people out of money because they're all, a lot of them are struggling. It's going to be more of that on the rise, the phone hacking scandals. And then, of course, yes. See, I'm tired just even thinking about the government. I got the word government and then I suddenly yawned. The government's going to come in with these great security packages, guys. Yes, they will take care of all your data and information and it's going to get protected. So we know, and this has been happening for a while, that government's going to step in like a miracle worker that it is, like around the picky wheel, they're miracle workers. And they're going to help protect everyone with all their great security ideas on all the apps, computers, phones, blah, blah, blah. There's going to be these bigger than like Ben-Hur bloody security companies. But I guess if we probably typed away and found out who was on the board of some of these companies, there'd be a few of the same people making all the money out of the old security scandal protection apps. We'll call them apps here. All right, let's keep going. So much more of that on the increase, sadly. But, you know, fortunately for all the little people and peasants, the government is going to help rescue everybody with their wonderful cyber protection. We always knew it was coming, didn't we, guys? Gosh, I'm getting, they're showing me feeling. I'm getting that song, Feelings, there's nothing more than feelings. I never wish I'd met you, or something like that. Whatever that song is. I don't know who sings it. But I'm getting the feelings. The feelings are pouring out now. Feelings are pouring out of people. And they're showing me this clock on a shelf. Like if you think of a shelf. And have you guys ever seen those clocks that melt? And they're a real clock, but they're half melted off the shelf, like they're melting off the shelf. That sounds weird, doesn't it? They're melting. But I'm getting that. This is how people feel about their feelings, like they're melting. They're having to face their feelings. Their feelings are becoming malleable, pliable. They're softening up. That's why I'm getting the melting clock. Because you think of a clock, it's pretty hard. sitting on a, just ticking away. But if you get one of those like melting clocks, I'm sure you've seen them. They're not actually melting. They just look melted. It's very clever. It's an illusion, Well, that's what I'm getting. People are having to soften up now. They're softening up. They're melting into their feelings. They're having to face their feelings. They're having to have the feelings rise up in them and come out. And it's what it's doing. It's softening up their bodies. Probably not at first. I keep talking about the anger beast mode. We've been talking about that for a lot because people have to purge all their feelings sort of out that are associated with these things. But what it does when you get all those things out, as we know here on this channel, having gone through our awakening, it softens your body up. You become more, you find it easier to kind of navigate life, and you're more flexible. It's like the tree that can bend in the wind. You think how flexible a tree is. It's a lot softer, isn't it? You can bend in the storm, and your root system's very grounded, so you're nice and stable. Well, this is starting to happen to those people. As much as we're suffering aches, pains, and ailments, I'm not taking anything away from that, because that's remnants of feelings and subconscious past hurts and things that we've buried very deep. But this is the people waking up. Their body, their way of thinking is starting to soften up. They're not living from that just head space where everything's just, rote fashion and structured. They're becoming much more flexible. They're starting to soften up because they're spewing out and purging their old feelings that they have to face. This is what happens in the awakening. You have to move through your feelings and work with them in order to move past them. And that's what most of us here have had to do. Oh, I'm getting England. Of course I am. London, England, UK. I'm getting sushi. There's a lot of backlash. We know who is little Thumbelina, the thumb being directed by the puppet masters, the little finger puppet. But I do feel there's a lot of backlash. You've got a bit going on over there, I think, in the political arena in 10 Downing Street. I do feel sushi's facing a lot of backlash. People are lashing out at him. I feel like he's copping a bit of abuse and heckling, perhaps. Like a little bit like Trudeau gets a lot of heckling. But sushi's pretty thick-skinned. I don't think he'll take it too personally, to be honest. But I do feel he's getting a little bit heckled now, because he went too hard. People don't want it. I keep saying it, guys. People don't want this stuff. It's all well and good for them to want to bring it out and push it on the people and say, this is what we're going to do and I'm the leader. But it hasn't been well received at all. It's showing me people, how you do the old, stay away, like you do the cross. Isn't that what you do with the devil? Or the devil with the vampires and that? You go, that running joke of, no, we don't want it. Well, that's what I'm getting people are doing to sushi. They're doing like the cross, like, you're the enemy, mate. We're gonna keep you at arm's length kind of thing. We're gonna put our crosses up. Like, that's what I'm getting for people, just in their mind. They're not literally doing this, but this is in their mind. People are just starting to see sushi as the enemy. And this is good, guys. See, we always knew that sushi was a WEF puppet. We knew all this. And now other people are seeing all this. They're piecing it together. I always say about the Crime Investigation Board, they're starting to solve the big mystery of the crime. And what's kind of going on. It's really good, and I'm getting that for sushi. So he's going to get a bit of heckling, a bit of fight backs. I think he's getting a lot of fight backs, actually. And then not only that, he's dealing with this huge, humongous, and I keep saying it, I've been saying it for weeks now, London protests of the Palestine-Israel. Oh, my God. And these are going to get volatile. I keep saying people are nervous over there because when you think about this many angry people together who are mad as hell about what's going on in their country over whoop whoop, the energy frequency's turbulent, it's changing, and it's causing other people to rise up. You think of all the pain bodies coming together, guys. That's why I tell you to stay away and stay out of it, because it's rising up. The frequency's getting angry, aggressive. And what happens when that happens, when you've got too many people like that? Things get ugly, things get messy, things get volatile, because people are still going through their awakening, their learning journey. They don't know how to handle these outpouring of emotions. You know, it's like anyone who has, for example, if someone's got an anger problem, you know, and we know they're in anger beast mode if they're waking up, but if someone's got an anger problem, they almost need anger management help, because anger is the one thing that's very, very hard to control, because it's that simmering, like boiling under the surface, and then like a pressure cooker, the lid pops off and everything explodes and just goes everywhere and spews out over everybody. Well, that's what we've got simmering in London. So I reckon these are going to get worse yet. Just saying. You could end up with like a France situation. At the moment, I think things aren't too bad, but there could be little outbursts where it gets volatile and windows get broken in shops, and the police, there's this standoff. I'm seeing these standoffs with the police and the protesters, and then people are going to turn on the police. This is just what I'm seeing in London. Well, are they the police? Are they the UN troops? We never know. We know Trudeau got them in, didn't he? Flew them all in to help control the people. So we don't know. See, they're pretty clever, these, because remember the WEF's always got these leaders' backs as well, because they want all this world domination and control. I always wonder, guys, and let me know what you think. I always wonder where Xi Jinping fits into this. I often think about it, because you know how I always get here that Xi Jinping wants a lot of control. Like, you sort of think, is he part of all this? Like, I get a bit muddled up. Like, how many puppet masters are there? It's very complex. I think we don't really know the half of it, to be honest, guys. I honestly don't. Like I said, we're still waking up to a lot of things too. Like, I think the global ports is one. The controlling of the importing and exporting. There's going to be more to come. We're going to start to see more of that. But see, we're a wake up. The BS detectors here is what we've called ourselves, guys. We see things before they happen. So when we get that little red flag alarm bell goes off, it's usually right. Sorry, guys. So much hay fever. Everybody's been sneezing here. We've hardly had any rain. It's really dry. I know you poor guys in the UK. You're still floating away over there, aren't you? Endless rain. You're all indoors at the moment. And now you've got the snow coming as well. It's crazy. We need some of your rain. You got to send it over here. Not the flooding. We'll just take the rain. All right, let's keep going, guys. Oh, God, I'm getting this. This is global. I feel like, you know how all the leaders have been meeting lately? Well, we know Elbow is. Elbow hasn't even been in the country. He's here, there, and everywhere. I feel like they've all come together. You know how I keep telling you they're having these meetings and they're trying to redo their kind of blueprints and reset their reset, if that makes sense. I feel like they are going to come back and hit people with like wage rises, because they don't want people protesting and standing up. Now, we've had teacher strikes again. I think it's about pay, which it would be, because no one can afford to live, as we all know, especially if interest rates continue to go up, which they will in 2024. I feel like they're going to come back and say to everyone, right, we're giving everyone wage rises. That's what I'm getting. They're going to give the illusion. Remember, it's all an illusion. The smoke and mirrors Houdini magic show. And we know Sushi's very good at this. They're all going to pretend they're giving everybody pay rises in order to cope with the cost of living. Now, why? That doesn't make sense at all. Why don't they just stop putting everything up? See, none of this is making sense, is it? So they're going to come back and say, no, we've done the budgeting and we're all going to try and give people pay rises. And we know in Oz here, they usually, if they give anyone a pay rise, it's usually the pensioners, and it's usually the lower socioeconomic people who don't have mortgages and things, who might be on government money. This is just generalizing. They usually give them, because they have a disposable income, they will spend their money. So this is the norm. But I feel like now this probably happens in most countries, but now they're going to give people the illusion that they're going to really help them. They're going to start putting wages. Oh, what, by 50 cents a week? But they're going to make out they're so wonderful. And their goal is to really help people through these difficult times. And they're going to try and use the monetary appeal. They're going to use the monetary, they're going to use the money system as their point, because they feel like, wow, that'll really win people over. But as we all know here, all these prime ministers and presidents, etc., are massive liars, and they lie about everything. So, you know, as they're putting wages up only be tiny little bit, tiny little weeny bit, just to make it sound good, everything else will still be going up. So the interest rates will be going up. So really, the little people, peasants and Lego people, are always going to be behind the 8 ball, because it's kind of going like this. Oh, yeah, let's put your wages up. Oh, that's right, but everything else is going up. So it's actually going like this. You're never going to catch up, because the wages are still going to be way behind the cost of living. Complete madness. But all the trickery. See, all the mind games. The trickery. I'm getting that John Lennon song, Mind Games Forever. Mind games forever. Oh, it is. It's mine. It does our minds in, doesn't it, guys? Let me see if there's one more thing, and then we'll pull some cards, guys. How's the guides? They're saying that capital punishment shouldn't be abolished. I know some countries have capital punishment. I know wherever that Idaho 4, that Brian Koberger case is, got the death penalty, hasn't he? Isn't it in Idaho? I think it is. The guides are saying the death penalty needs to be brought back to deter people. The guides are saying there's not enough deterrence for criminals. And I think we could all admit that there's a lot of things on the rise. A lot of things on the rise. Crime is something we know it's going to be on the rise because of the finances. People are getting more desperate. But it's not just that. It's like I keep saying to you, domestic violence and all this stuff is going to be on the absolute rise. Because people are losing their shit. They're in anger mode, they're beast mode. Everything's pouring out from childhood to now for some people. And I'm not saying just men do this. This is women too. I've seen a woman abuse a friend of mine, and he was a bloke, and she was violent. So this happens both ways in all different relationships, any kind of relationship actually. So the guys are kind of saying they need to bring this like death penalty back just to deter people more. So people will learn to control themselves. See, we've got a huge, massive crime problem here in Australia, but it's mostly in Queensland, up the top of Australia. There was another incident this morning where this guy's house, they tried to get into this guy's house. There were like 4 or 5, and I think they were Indigenous, to be honest. They did look it. And of course, that makes them untouchable for the police. So, look, it's crazy times, but he ended up getting hit by the car as they were leaving, and then the cops said there was nothing they could do. Like, what is the world coming to? And I think you could all agree, guys, that the crime is, I know, Jen, you tell me all the time up there that people are just losing their shit left, right, and centre. You had some guy knocking on your door the other night, didn't you? Like, this is wild times. So the guides are kind of saying, like, capital punishment is not a bad thing because it can deter a lot of people. Hang on a minute. And they're saying like the fines aren't heavy enough. This whole system across the globe, the guides are saying, is broken down. It's completely broken down system. And I think what the guides are saying too, it's a lot to do with the corruption, a lot to do with the fact that the cops get frustrated because obviously they send people to court and then nothing comes of it and they get let off. There's a lot of things that, a lot of the red tape, it's a drawn out process. Things aren't cut black and white anymore when it comes to crime. Nothing's easy. So And I think we could all say that. There's even a lot of cases that you think about where nothing ever comes of it. And you just think, well, that's just totally corrupt and they didn't do this. And how many times do you hear that the investigation hasn't been done properly, or they missed the DNA evidence, or, you know, oh, they lost that, or, oh, they didn't film that interview with that person, for example, that Coburger, Idaho 4, if you've been following it. Like, where's all the interviews of him being interviewed by the cops? Oh, that's vanished. See, there's so much of this going on. So that's not helping the crimes, because I feel like there's a lot of frustration out there in the... well, this is just what the guides are saying. They're just saying that crime's on the rise because the systems are broken. And I think we could all agree with that globally. And things are only going to get worse, aren't they? And they're not petty crimes, like the guides are saying. If anyone's threatening your life or got a gun or invading your home or just hijacking your car, in some cases with their children in it, babies have been in them. You know, this is crazy shit going on. So anyway, the guides reckon that's a broken system and it has to be addressed. Crime is a huge issue globally. Hang on. And the guides keep saying it's got to get back to the basic saying of, if you do the crime, you do the time. Do the crime, you do the time. Because also they're letting out like pedophiles and all this kind of thing early. They're getting payroll because the jails and that are probably so overcrowded too. That's probably another issue, isn't it? Not that I really want to talk about crime too much here, but I think we're all aware that crime's really on the rise and it's getting out of control and something has to happen. So the guides reckon get back to basics. You do the crime, you do the time. Like, you know, for an armed robbery, you get this. For murder, you get the life imprisonment. You know, keep it simple to the basic kind of rules. God, especially if someone's got a record like a mile long, which a lot of these kids in Queensland with the bad youth crime, they've been in and out of the youth detention centres. Some kid had like been out 20 times. Like, how? How does this just the cycle? It's crazy. So, yeah, the guys reckon this is a big, big worldwide problem, crime. And it's not just, but there's a lot of corruption at the high levels again. A lot of corruption at the highest levels. I think even if you guys ever followed that Nicola Bulley case as well, that was in the UK, wasn't it, I think? That guy that led that investigation, he was terrible. They even gave people, when they were looking for dash cam footage, for example, they gave them the wrong street name. It was like, what even? What even? You know, and then they never went back and got the right street name and fixed it all. It's like, oh, well, she drowned. Like, it's like there's not proper policing procedures anymore and no one's held accountable. At the moment, you guys, the Richard Allen case is another one. That judge got rid of the defense counsel, is it, for Richard Allen. And then she's put her own two in there. Like, it just sounds so corrupt. These are just examples that you might, you know, relate to. So I do feel like and then they're showing me visuals of the crime investigation board. Oh, there's not, the crime investigations are just not like they used to be. You know, once upon a time you'd have a team that just was assigned to the case, whereas I feel like what the guides are saying now, there's too many cooks. You got this mob, you got the FBI, you got this, you got the local police who want to be involved, you got this, you got that. And the team, it's saying the teams aren't working that well together. It's not really going to plan. Crime is a huge issue. I don't know why we're getting that, but obviously it is. I hope they can do something about this. Hang on. Yeah, and that's what the guides are saying. Like with this reset, they use crime also to get control of people too, if you think about it. No, it's not even hard. Actually, that makes sense because the other night my hubby and I were watching an ad on TV and it was all about install the cameras in your home. You know, who's going to install smart cameras in their home so you can be watched 24 hours a day? We know they watch people through these things. They're not just to film crime. God, they can watch who's coming and going from your house, who lives in your house, blah, blah, blah. They can hear every spoken word that you're saying. We know. We're not stupid on this channel, are we? We know all about the smart everything. And there are heaps of ads now about set up your crime cameras. So we kind of know probably where it's all heading. It could be part of the big agenda. We just don't know. See, we still don't know. We've got the iceberg analogy still. There's a lot underneath the surface that we can't see, guys. All right, how about we pull some cards? I think that's enough of the crime for now. I like watching crime videos. Do you watch that? I find it really interesting. Some strange crap goes on, doesn't it? Strange things. Healing with the angels. Let's pull a few of these for everybody. Then we'll do our viewer readings. Listening. Oh, so important. It's so important to not only be a good listener, but to listen for information too. To listen, to hear what's being said to you, what you're being guided to. Just to listen. Make sure you're not missing things. Keep your antenna up at all times for your own protection. It was like you the other day, Louise, when you're in that coffee shop with that policeman letting that lady know all about the awake or all about the reset and what's kind of going on. And you were just kind of listening, like very important way to stay safe. Music, we always get it. Keep playing your music, keep your vibes up. Music's a real escape for a lot of us here. We get a lot of old music, don't we, guys? We love music. Oh, and I've got to cover this one up. Body care. Take care of yourself, guys. You know, have your Epsom salt bars, eat really well, keep your body nourished and healthy. Just really take care of yourself. You know, if you feel you want to get your hair done, get your hair done. Do things that make yourself feel good. Massage is important. I always say that. Things like that to keep ourselves supple. A lot of us are struggling at the moment, so body care is very important, guys. Could be acupuncture. It doesn't matter what you do. Just keep healing yourself, guys, by looking after your own body. And that's about your mind too, not just your vessel. It's about mind, body, spirit, all the above. Let's get an outcome card, guys. Blue Angel. I, Archangel Michael, am here by your side. I am all around you and will forever protect you. Remember this whenever you feel fearful. I love you, all is well. Just keep trusting, guys. We know we get guided. We feel it, don't we, guys? We absolutely do. And we are being guided, so just trust. Just keep trusting. Okay, now we're going to pull a viewer card. First off, I'm going to pull you, Lynn Gray. You always comment on my channel, Lynn Gray 6260, just so you know who I've got. An Angel Answers card. Let's pull an Angel's Answer for you. Trust. Oh, there you go. Trust. Lynn, I'm getting for you that you've got to trust not only yourself, you've got to trust your higher mind and every other guide that's behind you, guiding you. You just got to trust. You're on a really good path, though, I feel. Look at that little yoga position there. I feel like you're very balanced. You stay true to yourself. You're a very enlightened being. A very enlightened being. You lift people a lot with your vibration. And look at all these animals and the beautiful flowers and things around you. You really attract a lot of beautiful natural abundance into your life, Lynn. You're very protected as well. You have very good spiritual protection around you. Your guides engulf you. It's like that, the way that person's over the top of you. You're very engulfed by... it's protection, but it's also they keep you safe. You're kept very safe, Lynn. And the guides are saying just trust your judgment. Trust your judgment of people. If you feel like you don't want to do something or you don't want to be around someone, don't do it. That's the message I'm getting for you. Trust your instincts and gut feelings because they're very, very good. They come from a very good, strong feeling place. And you won't go wrong. Just avoid anything that's going to make you feel uncomfortable. And that's the message I'm getting for you today, Lynn. I'm also going to pull you a soul expression card, Lynn. Let's see what we get. Ooh. There's a lot of snoring today, isn't there, guys? Awareness. I lovingly allow my awareness to open. I surrender. I clear. My vibration raises and my awareness grows. Look at that focusing today. You're very aware, Lynn. You're very intuitive. Your antenna are sharp as a tack. And that's where your strength lies. Your strength lies in your awareness. You're aware of things around you. You're very aware of how other people feel. You're very sensitive, but your awareness is your greatest gift. Your ability to read people helps to steer you through life. It's showing me you with the steering wheel. Your awareness is what keeps you on. It's showing me like this track that goes around with a car on it. You know, when they're on a rail system, you might go to a fun park and there's little cars that go around like kids' cars. Well, that's you. You stay on track because your awarenesses are so good, Lynn. Just stay on track. What the guys are saying is hang on to that steering wheel because you're in control of your life. You're the one steering and you're very, very good at it because of your awareness and your great intuition, Lynn. And that's what I'm going to leave you with today, Lynn. Stay on your track. Don't veer off. You hold that steering wheel because you're in control of your life. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. You're very, very capable, Lynn. Very good awareness and very good intuition. So stay hanging on to that steering wheel. Don't let anyone grab the wheel and take it off you. You stay in control of your own life. It's a great strength to have, Lynn. It's really wonderful. You're very, very, you got the smarts intuitively. The next person I'm going to pull today for their viewer reading is Reflections. REFLEXXUNS767. You always comment on my videos as well. So I'm going to pull yours today. Let's see what we get. Ask for help from others. Yes, I feel you're a very independent person. It's okay to ask for help for others. Sometimes you feel like that shows a sign of weakness, but it actually doesn't. It shows a sign of openness, kindness, and letting people in can also build your spirit as well. It can give you inner strength as well. Don't be scared to ask for help. If you need the help, you need the help. And you know what it does sometimes if you ask someone for help? It makes them feel good too. I talk about that on my videos sometimes. If you can make others feel good too, that really helps you because they feel uplifted like, oh, that's so nice that he asked me to do that or she asked me to do that. Because other people bring different skills. We don't all have a complete set of skills. Sometimes we need other people's help. It could be with anything, with a project, something around the house, just to lift something. Just ask for help. Don't be scared to ask for help. It makes other people feel good too. So don't be afraid of that. I feel like you're a little stubborn like that. You think you've got to be this really strong, independent person all the time. But when you actually ask for help, it softens you up as a person. And it makes you more, the word I'm getting is approachable. It makes you more approachable to people. And sometimes too, you can just give them that little bit of thanks. If someone does something nice for you, I want you to thank them. I don't want you to say, no, I can do it myself. Oh, no, you shouldn't have done that. Why did you do that? I don't want you to do that. I want you to actually accept it and say, thank you. That is a really beautiful, kind gesture. I really appreciate it. I want you to make sure by you thanking someone else, it makes them feel good and then that'll make you feel good. So I want you to change your responses when other people offer you help and also you ask for help from others as well. I'm going to pull you a soul expression card, Reflections. So I get that you're very independent. You always have been. And that's a great quality. But also there's times where we need help from others. Just remember that. Self-care. I lovingly respect and care for my mental, emotional, physical and spiritual needs. I am worthy. It's a little bit like the body care card, isn't it? That we got just before. It's very similar to, I better cover it up. It's very similar to this card. Self-care. Look after yourself, but I'm getting clearing your mind. This is a lot around your spirituality and staying in your power. Don't let people take it away from you. That's what I'm getting with that self-care. And the guides are saying, think about what nourishes you the most in life, what helps you through. See, self-care to me is about self-preservation. It's about preserving your strength, preserving your energy. It's like when you're preserving, like, say, tomatoes or pickles or something in a jar. You want them to last a long time. Well, that's what I'm getting for you. You're like these pickles that are being put in a jar and the lid's going on, and you need to preserve yourself. You're important. And when you look after yourself and you really take care of yourself, your spiritual, emotional, and all these kind of needs, you can last longer. It's more sustaining. Whereas if you take that lid off and just expose yourself and then take on everybody else's energy, you're drained. You've got you're not your whole you anymore, if that makes sense. So I feel like you're like the preservatives. You have to preserve yourself in a jar. You're very, very special. Reflections. God, I keep getting your name wrong. Reflections. I'm getting this like long-lasting. This is what it is. It's a long-lasting energy. You need to like bottle it in the jar and keep your energy strong and hidden from others. It's like when you put the lid on, preservatives last for ages. No one can undo it unless you take the lid off. So you're like being preserved in a jar because you're very special and you're very, very unique. There's only one of you, reflections, and you offer a lot. So people, and this is what they're saying too, other people would like to preserve you in a jar and take a little bit of you home with them. So it's like showing me all these jars of like pickles and tomatoes and that, and everybody wants to take a little bit of you because no. I think, you know what it is? It's people. It's the way people view you and see you. They see you as strong. They see you as healthy. They see you as whole. They see you as happy. People see you as this. I don't know if you see yourself like that though, but other people see you like this little bit of someone they'd like to take home in a jar. Oh, not literally, not like one of those Frankenstein movies. Oh God, I just got that image. Not like that. This is really positive. People want to preserve you, put you in a jar and take you with them because you must do something to make people feel really good. And I think you educate people. You're very educating to people the way you say things. People understand it. You have this knack of saying things to the way that people can understand it and it makes sense. It's a gift. You're an educator. That's what I'm getting for you, reflections. You're an educator and people want to preserve it and take it with them. Oh, that's lovely. Everybody wants a piece of you, reflections. That's so nice, isn't it? I hope those helped, guys. All right, I'll see if there's one more thing to close with today, and then that will be that. It'll be a wrap. I'm just getting this message for us, guys. We've got to eliminate all the garbage from our life. Eliminate people that don't serve you. Eliminate any stress. I know a lot of you have eliminated the television. Eliminate things that don't serve you anymore, especially stress in our bodies. We've got to eliminate it. I'm getting that message really strong. Hang on. Oh, I'm getting this cute song by Pseudo Echo to finish off with today. And it's, won't you take me to Funky Town? Won't you take me to Funky Town? Oh, that was off Shrek, wasn't it? We get that song all the time. I just get different versions of it in my head. So we're all heading off on the coach to like Funky Town, like the Shrek movie, all of us. We're all hanging off the coach with Donkey and all that. And we're really heading to Terabella, which is what we call our beautiful earth here. So I want you to go and play Funky Town by Pseudo Echo. Turn it up really loud. And I want you to just go and just release everything today, guys. I know we can't dance, but we can still listen with our antenna in our ears. So I'm going to say goodbye from the doggos. Do you want me to show them to you if I've got enough video? There's Sophie. Say goodbye, So. Bye. She looks so cute in her new threads, doesn't she, guys? And Sprocket, well, I think he's still not 100%, guys, but we're working on it. You want all the attention, So? There she is. Oh, she's a ding-dong, isn't she? All right, sorry about the hand. I'm going to say goodbye for today. Have a wonderful day before my phone runs out because it's low on charge again. It's not easy loading these videos. It takes up all your phone charge. All right, I'm going to say goodbye for today. Have a wonderful day. Hit the like buttons. Please comment, and I'll talk to you very soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Take care, everyone. I'll talk to you. Bye.